guys, it's Adrian. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you my April TBR. Now, my April TBR, again like my March TBR, is very ambitious. Not so much in quantity, but in length. I've picked some serious chunkers. But if March is any indication, April will be a great reading month because it is only March 17th. Happy belated St. Patrick's Day, by the way. It is only March 17th and I have already finished 7 books and I'm working on my 8th book. So I think I should be able to handle these. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm not gonna pressure myself too much because I didn't do that in March. I stuck to my TBR pretty well. Not entirely, but pretty well. And I just kind of read what I was in the mood for reading. So these are books that I picked that I think I'll be in the mood for reading. And if so, I'll speed through them again. First up is a book that I mentioned in my book haul, and that is Iscariot by Tosca Lee. This is a historical fiction sort of retelling of Judas Iscariot, who is the man who betrayed Jesus right before he was crucified. I want to read this because it's April and Easter is this month, and I've never really given much thought to Judas Iscariot except for the fact that he betrayed Jesus, but he must be a really emotionally complex guy. So I'm very excited to read this one. And then we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I did a giveaway for The Night Circus with the Carvel read-along that Kim and I hosted, and I felt kind of stupid because I've never actually read The Night Circus. Kim read it and she loved it and she says I'm gonna love it, so I'm gonna read it. This is one of those longer books. It's 600 some odd pages, but you know, they're small pages and pretty big writing, so maybe it won't be too bad. But I'm very excited to read this one. I don't know anything about this one at all, except for the fact that it's about a circus. I don't know. So we'll see. I hope I'll like it. I'll let you know. Next up in my April TBR, I've got Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 3rd book to the Throne of Glass series. I just finished Crown of Midnight in the month of March. Yes, March. In the month of March, and I enjoyed it. I would like to continue on with the series. This book is kind of big, but I've been avoiding big books lately, so I'm making April my month of big books. Air Fire. Next up on my April TBR is a book that I not so subtly hinted to, like everybody, that I wanted to have for Christmas. And I was so excited to read it until I got it and saw, number 1, how big the book is, and number 2, that there's like a 20-page glossary at the end of the book, which made me really nervous and really afraid that I was gonna have to seriously use my brains or be really confused and just not like the book. But like I said, I'm making April the month of big books, so I'm going to be reading, I hope, The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. This is the first book in the Lightbringer series, and I am not entirely sure what this book is about, except that it's a high fantasy series about people who can wield magic in forms of color. And then there's this guy, the Black Prism, that can have all colors, so he's got the most magic, and the more colors you can control, the more magic you have, which sounds really interesting, but more than that, I don't know about it. I am very excited to read it. Hopefully I will, because this book is a lot of pages and it's got really small print, and I'm putting it in my video, so I'm gonna hold myself accountable. And lastly is another big book, and that is Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. This is the 2nd book in the Infernal Devices series. I read the 1st book in January, I think, and I really enjoyed it. So I'd like to continue on the series. For those who don't know, the Infernal Devices is a part of the Shadowhunter world, and it follows a girl named Tessa who is brought to London by her brother, only to find out that her brother has been kidnapped by downworlders, which are like werewolves, vampires, goblins, warlocks, those kinds of things. And she's also kidnapped by these creatures because she has this magical power, apparently, that she's not really sure of, that she never knew she had and she doesn't know how to use, but they want to make her use it. She's rescued by shadow hunters, which are demon hunters, basically, more or less, and then they go on this really crazy adventure. The 1st book, like I said, was really good. I am excited to read the 2nd book. I'd like to finish the series, hopefully by the end of the summer, so then I can pick up a new series. I'm slowly working my way through finishing series because I have a tendency not to finish them. So I will be reading this one in April as well, I hope. Alright, that wraps it up for my April TBR. These are all 5 books that I plan on reading. It's a decent amount of books, really big chunkers like I said though, so I probably won't get to all of them, but I am excited about every last one of them, so I think it should be a pretty good month of reading. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what books you're reading in the month of April, because I have a tendency to see some of your TBR videos and think, I need to read that book, even though it's not on my TBR. So let me know, because I'm all about switching things up. These TBR videos are just kind of like a guideline, but I usually don't always stick to them, but we'll see. And on that note, if you've done a TBR video, leave it in the comments below too, so I can go check it out. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.